بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا كثيرا. أما بعد, my brothers and sisters, I am in Bidar, in the Black Buck Sanctuary. And I'm looking at, you can see what I'm looking at. On my right is a huge strand of Gliricidia, which is something that the forest department themselves planted here and this is their tendency to plant trees in every open piece of land. Unfortunately for the black bug, this is a terrible thing because Gliricidia completely covers the soil and does not allow grass to grow. As I'm walking here, there is a black buck male which is in the grass there. I don't think you can see it, but it's there. Now, black buck are endangered species, and they exist on grass. They eat grass, and if the grass is gone, then the black buck is gone. It's as simple as that. But there we have the department in its wisdom. They have planted the place full of Gliricidia. As you can see here, we're looking at a beautiful sunrise. Amazing, beautiful sunrise. SubhanAllah. Allah Ta'ala's qadrat is everywhere. You see this whole strand of Gliricidia. Gliricidia has this very pretty pink flower, almost like cherry blossoms. But for grasslands and for blackbuck, it's very bad news. The sanctuary itself is about what you can see here, which in terms of the territory, in terms of what these deer need, is way, way, way less than optimum. But there you are. And on top of that, grass is obviously susceptible to burning. So, somebody throws a cigarette butt or something, and that's the end of a huge swathe of grassland. You can probably see here. Okay, there you go. Now that's a nice male. It's a very good male. It's a nice picture. He is standing there looking at me. And then he's going off on his own. Lovely big buck. This is ideal territory for me to come to the point that I want to talk to you about, and that is the question of looking at ourselves, and I'm especially talking to especially the youth. There's a wonderful, wonderful for want of another word, but wonderful statement by the head of NVIDIA, a man who runs a company which has a market cap which is more than the GDP of India. Now imagine this one company if it were to be a nation state, it would be bigger than India in terms of its GDP. And it's run by one man. Obviously, he's the head of the company. Now, he says that the millionaires of the future will not be people with college degrees. They will be plumbers and electricians, because AI will automate and take over everything which can be automated and taken over. And the only thing which will be there for you to use and also as a means of livelihood are things which cannot be taken over by AI, and that is things which needs a human being with hands and legs to fix it. So AI is not going to unblock your sink. It's not going to redo your toilets. You need somebody to do that. AI is not going to wire up your houses. You need someone to do that. So he says, get a skill. Get a skill that you can do with your hands. In other words, get a trade. That's a Glycidia. As you can see, the flowers are very pretty, but this is serious bad news for grasslands. So to come back to my topic, he says, do something with your hands, get a trade. Now, believe me, I can't possibly agree with that more. I completely agree with it, and I strongly recommend for all of you to go and learn something that you can do with your hands. The issue is that many people seem to have attitudes of, ridiculous attitudes where they look down on tradespeople, on tradesmen and tradeswomen, and they think that there is something wrong with, something infra-dig and something not so nice about working with your hands. And that's why I say to you, first and foremost, if you have any reluctance to learn, ask yourself, what is the reason? If you say, I don't like to become a plumber, ask yourself, what is the reason? That reason might be a cancer of your mind, where you are looking down on something which is something which takes a lot of skill, and which, when you are in trouble, that's like the elixir of life. And somebody who can do that, I've got two wonderful friends in West Springfield who are absolutely fantastic people with their hands, highly skilled people who do wonderful work, and they're doing very well for themselves. One is Anil, who is Bosnian, and the other one is Jihad Akwal, who is Lebanese. Both of them dear friends of mine, and they do a phenomenal work. They build houses, they do all kinds of stuff, all of which is non-AI-able, if I can use the word. This is so the good sense. So ask yourself, if you don't like doing this, if you don't like getting a trade, why? What is the reason? The second thing I would say is that do this analysis for yourself and say that what I'm doing, how valuable is that, my work, my current work, how AI-able is that, how automatable is that? If you are, my guess is that if you're in any area of IT or ITES, then you are looking at a dead man yourself. When you look at in terms of your career, when you look in the mirror, you're looking at a dead person, because all of that stuff will get, as soon as they have AI agents to take care of it, they will take care of it, and you will be out on your sit-upon, looking for a job, without any talent, without any trade in your hand. That's not a nice situation to be in. And, I don't know if it's a matter of comfort for you that you would have brought that on yourself. So I strongly recommend that figure out what you want to do in your life and go learn fast, because even learning takes time. And AI is on your neck, whether you like it or not. I'm not against AI or something. It's not a matter of being against or not against. It's not AI is not an ideology. It's a tool. I'm just looking at the future as I know it or I can see it, and I'm not a magician, and that's why I'm quoting the head of NVIDIA. But think about it from your own perspective and say, what do I want to do with my life? And then go ahead and, do something about it. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us to do that which is pleasing to Him and save us from that which doesn't please Him. وصلى الله على نبي الكريم وآله وصحبه أجمعين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.